Hey guys, so we're gonna try and do this problem, and this is a Gram-Schmidt process. So consider the matrix A. The columns of A are V1 and V2. Use Gram-Schmidt process to find a matrix Q with orthonormal columns Q1, Q2, such that the image of Q equals the image of A. So before we get started with this process, I just wanted to show a quick overview of Gram-Schmidt and good formulas to write down when you're practicing Gram-Schmidt. So Q is this, and just writing these formulas down or screenshotting this would be so much easier to work through each problem, any Gram-Schmidt process, because you have it clearly written down of what you need to find and what you need to solve. So let's get started. So we have V1, V2. So the first thing we're gonna find is Q1. And as this formula sheet shows, Q1 is V1 over the magnitude of V1. So V1 over the magnitude of V1, and that's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, and the magnitude of V1 is going to be square root of all the components on the inside. So 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared. And that's just going to be root 4, which is just 2. So it's going to be 1 over 2. And this is Q1. So we're halfway done. So the next thing we need to find is V2 perp. So V2 perp is going to be V2 minus Q1 dotted with V2 all times Q1. So V2 perp is going to be equal to V2 minus Q1 dotted with V2 times Q1. So this is going to be equal to 1, 9, negative 5, 3, minus 1, 1, 1, 1 half, dotted with V2, which is 1, 9, negative 5, 3, times 1 half times 1, 1, 1, 1. So let me just copy this down. The dot product of the inside, so of these two components, like, is going to be 1 times 1 plus 1 times 9 plus 1 times negative 5 times 1 times 3. So that's just going to be equal to 8 times 8. And then on the outside, it's 1 half, it's 1, 1, 1, 1. And this is just 1, 9, negative 5, 3, minus 1/4, since 1 half times 1 half is 1/4, times 8, it's 1, 1, 1, 1. And this is just going to turn out to be, let's turn this out to 2, so 1 minus 2 is negative 1, 7, negative 7, and 1. So this is V2 perp. But Q2 equals V2 perp over the magnitude of V2 as well. V2 perp. As we see in the formula sheet right here. So V2 perp is going to be equal to the square root of all the components on the inside, so negative 1 squared plus 7 squared plus negative 7 squared plus 1 squared. So that's just going to be root 100, and that's just going to be equal to 10. So V2 and Q2, sorry, is going to be equal to -1, 7, -7, 1, 1 over 10.